Oh, hang on. If I go far enough sideways, it'll do that. It'll fall on my head. Okay, now we can get at what I need to see. Oh, I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Alright, here's our centre bearing. You ready?
Yeah.
Ooh, strobe. Okay, here's the centre bearing. Here's the problem. That's the noise it was making. So, I was right. Yay. So that rotates. That's a bearing. But it's rubberized in between to stop vibration from shaking you to pieces. And the rubber's perished and gone. So, in theory, we should just need to undo the rear portion of the shaft. Undo these two bolts, slip the bearing housing off, and replace that only. The rest of the shaft seems okay. There's no play or movement in any of the unis, which is good because I think this is cheaper than the whole shaft. Because you can only buy these shafts in one piece, you can't buy the universals. I'm just taking a quick breather. This is hard work under there. I've got to lift the back of the car and get the rear wheels off the ramps so as I can rotate the drive shaft so I can undo it all the way around. But yesterday I came out to work on the 300 and I couldn't move. I had to put this in here and get off the street, this trailer, and this was down the bottom, so I had to move the 300 out. I had to move the Falcon out, move the 300 out, hook the Falcon onto the trailer, back it in here, drive the 300 in, and then bring the Falcon in. People across the road who have been there every weekend for the last 3 or 4 months. The old guy who lived there passed away, and the family cleaning up the house. They're always here with trailers and utes and crap. And the car had broken down in the driveway, half out of the driveway, which meant I couldn't get past it to get the trailer in. So instead of working on the 300 yesterday, I ended up swapping out the fuel pump for them in the driveway on the other side of the street, just to be able to move the car to where it is now. So, but thankfully they bought me a carton of beer, so it was worth it in the end. But it did mean I lost like 7 or 8 hours because I waited a couple of hours. I waited probably 3 hours of them messing about before finally walking across the road and saying, look, it's got no fuel. And then testing that by pulling off one fuel line. It took about 5 minutes to confirm the fuel pump was bugged. They'd been at it for 3 hours. So then I sent them down to Repco, which is just around the corner, made them buy a new fuel pump. They came back with a fuel pump, I fitted it, wired it in, done. They're gone, come back with some beers, I showed them the race go. Yeah, but you know, it meant I lost quite a long time. It was a bitch of a job because I had to do it in their driveway, so I had to bring all the tools out and all that, but I got there in the end. But it did mean I lost time working on the 300, which is why I'm now working on the car at 4:30 on a Sunday afternoon. I should be shopping for groceries, but I'm not. I'm going to pull this centre bearing out tonight so I can order one tomorrow at work, so I can get some forward movement on the car, get the damn thing, get the rego changed over, and then concentrate on the 32. So let's try that. Use the shell to hold that spinner. You alright?
Yeah.
Did it loosen it? Or did it just fly out? I think it just flew out. Yeah, it just flew out. I wonder if I take these off, I can actually just slide the bearing down the shaft and get the rattle gun on there. I reckon I can. Let's try it out. Woo! Holy! some shit coming out of that. Ha! 14 mil socket, please, Ty. Right, you can stick it. Oh. I need the small socket and the uni. Just like the exhaust. Let me just get that started. You bastard. No! Tie. Okay, so I've got the double spinner of death. That's tying that up. Are you sure that's undoing? Oh. Sort of moved. There we go. Okay, see if we can get the second one. Wouldn't need to do this if we could just get a bloody socket on there, but I can't. Don't worry about snapping the spinners here. This is the amount of force I'm putting on this. Alright, so I managed to loosen all three using this method with the handbrake reefed on pretty hard. Just loading it up. Fucking hell, what is that noise? And then using quite a lot of force. Getting them cracked. Now we can take the handbrake off and I should be able to hold them with the other spinner. What the fuck is that? Noxious fucker. The bad things here are not putting bolts back when they need to come out. And I end up losing them. Put that one back. So the car is downhill to the front. So I'm hoping against hope because I do own a bloody gearbox bung, but I can't find it. I'm hoping that it's enough tilt that the gearbox oil won't roll out of the gearbox. There are spiders and ants crawling on my arm every 12 seconds. It's getting irritating. What the actual fuck? Why won't they go? Alright, it's going to be close to time to start work because I've just spent 5 minutes trying to wind that end backwards. Yeah, as I was saying, so I've got a little tray here just in case the shaft, if I pull the shaft out, it does leak. That one is supported. No oil coming out. So this is the issue. This is the center bearing carrier, or carrier bearing even, and that's where it rotates. And I mean that's supposed to be one piece. I have to find out if this is a separable item from the shaft or not. It doesn't look like it, or if it is, whether or not I have to. Oh, maybe I'll just separate this flange, pull it off the back. Let's have a crack at that. At least this is a separable part I can take inside the garage where it's lit and have a play. Worst case scenario, this whole component needs replacing. I already priced them up because I thought it might have been the uni. I was basing that on where it was, the sound was coming from relative to the shifter. But obviously noises travel and stuff under cars, so it's never 100%, but I was confident enough after driving it, like the second time, that the noise is definitely coming from behind the gearbox and not the actual gearbox itself, because if it was the gearbox I was going to be pretty disappointed. I thought it was very close to the gearbox, which is why I thought it was the uni, but no, it's the center bearing, which is what I thought it was originally when I first heard the video. So yeah, let's pack up outside here and get this crap, take this party inside where it's well lit.